Hey guys, it's Bina and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the best method for gaining favor. So this is strictly in terms of favor gain. What's the best thing to farm? And the thing is Rune Prison Complex. So Rune Prison Complex is a woven echo that drops from exiled mages. So you need to kill exiled mages to drop this woven echo. It is quite rare, but eventually you'll get one, and you can imprint it on your web if you only have one to spawn it, or you can just go into a cemetery and just place it down on your web. And so this is a strategy that is used for rushing to level 100 at the start of a season, or that you can use in the end game when you are trying to get as much favor per hour. If you set up that one timeline and you leave it like that forever, you'll be able to farm this method for strictly favor gain. Keep in mind, this is not the best method for farming omen idols and stuff like that, and like your altars and whatnot. Strictly talking favor gain per hour. So we'll go over how to set this up. So once you have your Rune Prison Complex discovered and you have access to it, what you want to do is find some, depending on the level of corruption that you are in, this is going to have more or less of an effect. But the lower you are in corruption, the bigger the effect. But even at 1,000 corruption, there is no harm in min-maxing a little bit, right? So what you're trying to do is trying to find echoes that have a player modifier for 40% increased experience gain. Since favor scales with experience, it scales off of the same multipliers for increased. You're trying to find this one, that enemies enrage at half health, which has you a 40% increased experience gain modifier. This one lasts for 3 echoes. I have another one here. Where is it? I have another one here. Enemies are deadly if they have not been damaged recently. You can go for that one as well. This one is a little bit more dangerous. But if you have some enraged modifiers like this, what you would do is go into this one, right? Then you clear the echo. I hope, damn, I thought for a second that my game was actually frozen. You clear the echo, you get the modifier, and you try to stack as many as you can, right? So you try to get 2. One that lasts for 3 echoes, and even if you find the one that lasts for only 2 echoes, then you can stack the third one first, and then the one that lasts for 2, and then go into the Rune Prison Complex, and then you reset it over and over again. This is a method that I've been talking about in the previous seasons as well, but people have been asking me over and over, Bina, what's the best method for gaining favor fast? I need to gain favor. I need to run some prophecies. I need to get my red rings. I need to get my decent idols before I get my omen idols. And so this is what you would do if you want to like strictly farm favor. So you do this. Hopefully it won't take too long. And yes, I did die this weekend off stream, actually, with my character. In the Rune Prison Complex, I was trying to craft an item, and I was interacting with the crafting menu. And after 3 craft, or on my 3rd craft rather, a little straggler came at me and killed me. On my hardcore character, while I was just basically chilling. But so this is what you do. So now I've done this one. You see to the left here, I have enemies enrage at half health. And I also have enemies deal 25% increased physical damage. I will not go into the high health enemies deal. No, I will not go into the deadly modifier. Where is it? I will not grab the deadly modifier personally because I am in hardcore right now. But I just want to showcase how you would do it, right? You would do this echo, then you would do the other deadly echo, and then you would go into the Rune Prison Complex. Rune Prison Complex, I'm going to talk about the Weaver tree because there's like a specific Weaver tree you want to use for this as well. And then you just kill these guys. So there is a tree and there's a node in the Weaver tree that lets you spawn 2 exiled mages when you spawn 1 from these things. And they can also be accompanied by a champion. So basically what you do is you clear this, you clear the next room, and then you clear all of the other rooms, right? You would clear every single room like this. And then At the end, you would not go into the middle and interact with the crafting station. When you've done clearing all of the different zones in a circle here, you TP out, and then you go back in. So you will keep all of your modifiers in your timeline web, and you can go back into the Rune Prison Complex and farm those again. Yes, the drop rates are lowered when you exit the Echo and you come back in, so you cannot use this method to efficiently farm Mad Alchemist Ladle, although you will still find some here and there, or experimental items. But now that the Echo is destabilized, you get much lower drops, but you will still get an absolutely insane amount of favor per hour. So favor to spend your Circle of Fortune prophecies on, and yeah, you'll be able to just grab whatever prophecies that you need. So let's go over the Weaver tree. So one thing to note is that you absolutely need to have Exiled but Not Forgotten. This node has been buffed in this patch. Before, we used to be able to get only 40% a chance for a Twin Mage. Now we get up to a guaranteed chance for Twin Mages. And then you make them accompanied by champions. So you'll get as many rares as possible in your map. This is the tree that I am using for my hardcore setup. So I am basically going into the champions, have a chance to drop a pile of Woven Echoes. So you're also farming Woven Echoes in the same time. I'm grabbing as many champion nodes as possible. This node with the Exile Mage have a chance to drop a pile of items with plus level to skills. Can be pretty good if you're trying to like also get, you know, some sort. It actually procs a lot. So you will get quite a few items with extra level to skills, exalted, tier 7 even. So I would recommend doing this one if you are going into this strategy. But then you're trying to get as many champions as possible. Champions, like twin champions chance as well. And then you get the champions have a chance to drop unique items. I'm going for all the imprints, and I am using disabling these on my IcoWeb. You don't need these at all. You could go for more loot lizards when they are accompanied from a champion. Stuff like that. So this is pretty much a tree. I am also going for the Nemesis encounters are more common because you can still get Nemesis encounters in there. Even though the Echo is destabilized, you'll get a much lower chance. But, if you know, like try to min-max as much as possible. In softcore, what you would probably want to do is also grab the bosses and rares in your Echoes have a chance to be possessed so that you get even more drops. And then you also get the rune from all rare enemies are enraged, but they drop additional runes and glyphs for Runes of Havoc. I don't grab this in hardcore because of Warden's Echo. It's very, very dangerous. And also, Enrage is like, you know, somewhat dangerous. But yeah. Actually, with this strategy, maybe I could grab it. I need to see if the dungeon mobs actually can spawn in Rune Prison. Maybe not. Maybe that's actually, maybe that's a pretty good way to farm Havocs in hardcore as well. I'm gonna have to test this. Yeah, I will definitely test this. But that's pretty much it for the strategy, guys. So make sure that you are using as many all of the points for Exiled but Not Forgotten to twin your Exiled Mages in your Rune Prison Complex. Obtain the Rune Prison Complex by killing Exiled Mages, and then once you have that, stack some Enraged mods, so and then you go clear it, so you get extra increased experience gain. Hope you enjoyed the strategy. You'll be making a crap ton of favor with this strategy if you are going for prophecies, and I'll see you guys all